Have you ever considered that Mulan might be hiding a much bigger secret than we ever imagined? What if I told you that the protagonist is not just a brave warrior, but something legendary? From the very beginning of the movie, there is a mystery that goes unnoticed by most viewers. The stone dragon never wakes up. Mushu tries every possible way to awaken it, fails miserably, and in the end, the statue breaks. But was that just a mistake, or was the movie trying to tell us something? The theory we're about to explore suggests that Mulan is the true incarnation of the stone dragon. Yes, it might sound crazy, but as we analyze the clues, everything starts making sense. And after today, you'll never see this movie the same way again. When the ancestors decide to send a guardian to protect Mulan, it is clear that the stone dragon should be awakened. But what happens? Nothing. Mushu, who can easily wake the other spirits, tries everything and fails. He yells, strikes, even tries using fire, but the statue remains still. The only logical explanation would be that the stone dragon was already awake. But if it wasn't inside the statue, then where was it? The answer may lie in Mulan herself. The movie is full of symbolism, and one of the most recurring themes is the idea of reflections. From the beginning, the protagonist is torn between who she is and who she is expected to be. But the most striking clue comes during her solo song, Reflection. When Mulan asks, "Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me?" her reflection appears over the stone dragon statue. And that's not all. Shortly after, she touches the statue as if she is connecting to it. The dragon appears in various moments throughout the movie. It is on Mulan's door handle, on the emperor's robes, and on the sword she uses to cut her hair. But the most impressive detail emerges when she decides to leave for war. At that exact moment, the pedestal of the stone dragon statue glows, as if something had been awakened inside her. If we analyze Chinese culture, everything starts to make even more sense. Unlike in the West, where dragons are often depicted as destructive monsters, in China, they represent power, wisdom, protection, and good fortune, exactly the traits that Mulan demonstrates throughout the film. There is even a Chinese proverb that says, "Hoping the only son will become a dragon," meaning that parents wish for their children to become great. Now guess what? Mulan is an only child. In Chinese tradition, she would be the only daughter who became a dragon, both in a literal and metaphorical sense. Another interesting detail is how Mulan defeats the enemy army. In Chinese mythology, dragons are associated with the forces of nature, storms, earthquakes, hurricanes. Now think about this, Mulan doesn't just win the battle, she causes an avalanche. And how does she do it? With a dragon-shaped missile activated by Mushu, who, by the way, means warrior dragon. With all this evidence, it seems clear that Mulan doesn't just possess the strength and intelligence of a dragon. She is the very spirit of the stone dragon, acting on Earth to protect her family and her people. But is this theory flawless, or are there holes in it? One argument against this theory is that if Mulan really were the incarnation of the stone dragon, why don't the ancestors mention it? They discuss which guardian to send, but they never say that the true protector is already with her. Could it be that even the spirits didn't know the truth? Additionally, accepting this theory could weaken one of the most important themes of the movie, the idea that Mulan won through her own merit. If we believe she was already special from the beginning, wouldn't that diminish her journey of overcoming obstacles? Another possibility is that Mushu simply broke the statue because he's clumsy. Maybe the stone dragon never awakened because there was nothing to awaken. There is also an alternative theory that suggests Mushu was always the real stone dragon, but hadn't yet unlocked his true power. In the end, he finally proves his worth and takes on the role of guardian. Regardless of whether Mulan is the incarnation of the stone dragon or not, one thing is certain. The movie builds a strong connection between her and dragon symbolism. Whether through reflections, visual details, or her journey, everything points to the idea that the spirit of a dragon has always been within her. If we take this theory literally, then Mushu actually did manage to awaken the stone dragon, just not in the way he expected. By accompanying Mulan, protecting her, and helping her on her journey, he awakened the true dragon that had been inside her all along. But even if we see this as mere symbolism, the message remains powerful. Mulan didn't need divine powers to save China. She did it because she had the courage to be who she truly was. And now I want to know, do you believe in this theory, or do you think it's all just a coincidence? Let's discuss.